Welcome to Grand Prix, your go-to channel for the fastest updates in Formula One. We've got 3 hot stories for you, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay ahead of the pack. Let's get started. Hey friends, how do you rate Gabriel Bordalo's first half of the Formula One season? Are you still cautious? Or do you think the Brazilian has already found his place on the grid? After securing his best-ever result in F1 with a 6th-place finish at the Hungarian Grand Prix, Bordalo earned public praise from none other than Sauber team principal Jonathan Whitley, formerly of Red Bull. Whitley highlighted the rookie's maturity, work ethic, and development, even calling him a future star of the sport. That performance in Hungary also gave Bordalo the best result for a Brazilian driver in Formula One in more than 8 years. In doing so, he moved ahead of rivals like Yuki Tsunoda and Oliver Bearman in this year's championship standings. Whitley stressed that despite not having much mileage in testing, Bordalo has been adapting quickly to the circuits and showing consistent improvement with every race. What has also impressed many is Bordalo's attitude off the track. After suffering car problems during Friday practice, the young driver stayed with the team late into the night, watching the mechanics work and personally thanking them for their efforts. It was a gesture that underlined his maturity, his appreciation for the team, and his commitment to growing together with Sauber. Such traits matter as much as raw speed in modern Formula One. Teams are constantly evaluating not only how fast a driver can be on Sunday, but also how well they integrate within the structure of a team across an entire season. For a rookie, demonstrating that level of professionalism so early is a sign of someone who may be ready to build a long-term career in the sport. The Hungarian result has also reignited conversations about the future of Brazilian drivers in Formula One. Since Felipe Massa's last competitive years, Brazil has been waiting for a talent capable of consistently scoring points and fighting higher up the order. Bordalo's breakthrough has brought renewed excitement to fans who see him as the beginning of a new chapter for the country in motorsport's top category. Looking ahead, much will depend on how Bordalo and Sauber evolve together over the remainder of the season. With major regulation changes looming for 2026, every performance counts, not only for results, but also for building credibility within the paddock. If the Brazilian continues on this upward curve, he could soon find himself not just as Sauber's promising rookie, but as one of the most talked-about names of the new generation in Formula One. McLaren heads into Formula One's summer break with a commanding lead in the Constructors' Championship, an impressive 299 points clear of Ferrari. In the drivers' standings, however, the fight is far tighter, and it's an intra-team battle. Oscar Piastri currently leads by just 9 points over teammate Lando Norris. Max Verstappen sits in 3rd place, 88 points adrift, but the reigning champion is still viewed as a threat. No one can afford to underestimate Verstappen's ability to turn a season around. In a recent interview, McLaren CEO Zak Brown acknowledged that the title fight will likely come down to his 2 drivers. He revealed that discussions have already taken place within the team on how to manage the situation should both drivers remain in contention until the very end. Brown pointed to the British Grand Prix earlier this year as an example of the kind of tension they want to avoid. At Silverstone, Piastri finished 2nd behind Norris, but was visibly frustrated after missing out on victory due to a controversial in-race penalty. The Australian had hoped McLaren might return the position to him to restore his lead, but the team did not intervene. That moment underscored the fine line between letting drivers race freely and managing internal rivalries. According to Brown, McLaren will stick to its policy of not favoring either driver, even with the championship margin so close. He made it clear there will be no shift towards supporting just one driver for the sake of securing the title. Instead, the outcome will depend on each driver's consistency, execution, and perhaps even unpredictable factors such as weather conditions, safety car interventions, or on-track incidents. This approach is a bold statement in modern Formula One, where teams often lean toward backing a single driver when championships are on the line. Brown's stance suggests that McLaren values fair competition between its drivers and believes both are capable of delivering under pressure. However, it also opens the door to potential flashpoints if a critical race sees the 2 going wheel-to-wheel for victory. Maintaining harmony within the team will be crucial. The constructors' title may already be within reach, but a collision or costly mistake between Piastri and Norris could shift momentum in the Drivers' Championship and invite rivals like Verstappen back into play. As Brown noted, the challenge is to allow competition without letting it become destructive. For now, McLaren's plan is to let the fight unfold naturally, trusting that both drivers can manage the pressure and race respectfully. The second half of the season will test not only their pace, but also their ability to handle the psychological strain of a direct title fight against a teammate. So what's your take? Should McLaren continue letting Piastri and Norris battle it out on equal terms? Or should they prioritize one driver to maximize their chances of securing the Drivers' Championship? Sometimes, a strategy built on freedom can pay off, but in the high-stakes world of Formula One, it can just as easily backfire. During Formula One's summer break, a new video has surfaced showing Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff and Red Bull driver Max Verstappen together on a yacht, once again fueling speculation about Verstappen's future. The footage, widely shared on social media, shows Wolff climbing the yacht staircase, while Verstappen is seen seated on the upper deck. This comes just a week after leaked photos appeared online of the two in conversation aboard the same yacht. The consistency of the setting, including the yacht's lighting and structure, has convinced many fans that both incidents are real. The poor quality of the video has drawn some jokes, but most commentators agree that the material is authentic. The leaks have reignited rumors that Verstappen could be preparing a move to Mercedes in the near future. The Dutch driver, currently contracted with Red Bull, has repeatedly been linked to the German team, and his presence alongside Wolff during the break is being seen as another chapter in this ongoing saga. For Red Bull, the situation is uncomfortable. Seeing their star driver repeatedly pictured with the head of a rival team raises questions internally about Verstappen's long-term commitment. It also puts additional pressure on the team's management, mechanics, and sponsors, who are watching these developments closely. While some believe a move could come as early as 2026, contractual clauses remain a significant obstacle. Verstappen's current deal with Red Bull reportedly includes a costly buyout clause, making any immediate switch extremely expensive. A more realistic option might be 2027, when new regulations arrive and certain performance-based exit clauses could provide Verstappen with a way out without triggering heavy financial penalties. The situation ensures that both Wolff and Verstappen will face questions when Formula One returns from the summer break. Whether they dismiss the meetings as coincidences or not, the images add fuel to speculation that a future partnership between the reigning world champion and Mercedes is becoming increasingly likely. If Verstappen were to leave Red Bull, the impact on the team would be immense. He has been the cornerstone of their success in recent years, and losing him would not only weaken their performance on track, but could also destabilize relationships with sponsors and partners who have tied their brand to Verstappen's dominance. Finding a replacement of equal caliber would be one of the most difficult challenges the team has faced in its modern history. On the other hand, Mercedes would gain a driver capable of immediately elevating its competitiveness and returning the team to consistent championship contention. Pairing Wolff's leadership with Verstappen's talent could be the formula to reignite Mercedes' dominance in the new regulatory era. This potential alliance explains why every new photo or video of them together sparks so much debate across the Formula One paddock.